What's up guys, and welcome back to another replay cast. We are going back into our retro pack today from a game 2009. So it's baby Artosis against baby Jeff Robinson, aka iNcontrol. So a little while ago I did a game between these two, and it was on the same day that they were playing the series. So the follow-up game in that series is on Destination. You can see the two are still having a little chat. Do you want me to send a ticket? So apparently there were tickets between the two of them. These guys were obviously very, very close friends. So they would have played a lot of competitions against each other and obviously a lot of practice games against each other. So my little retro pack will come to an end relatively soon. I've got one more Idra game versus Artosis that I want to do because I don't actually have a game where Artosis has ever beaten Idra, and I'm hoping that eventually I'll find one. I'm not so sure if I will, but it's worth having a look. And then the last game I have in my retro pack is Artosis versus Day 9. And I've actually never ever cast a game of Day 9 in my entire career. So I'm quite looking forward to doing that one next. And that'll probably be the end of our little retro pack. Nice to try and look at how Artie was playing back in the day against some of the legends and the OGs of the game. And then do a little comparison to how he plays today. This map Destination is pretty famous. A lot of games have been played on here. And it's a pretty cool map. It's a two-player map and it's quite fun. It's not that many bases on it, so it's kind of like you got to just get on with it pretty quickly. So I think it lends itself to some pretty fun games in general, and I think I can look forward to bringing you guys something along those lines. So I'm priding myself on becoming a variety Broodwar channel. So we do cheese on the channel. We do a lot of Artosis ladder games, and we do a lot of Artosis games of the past. Is something that we're just doing now as a fun series. So we do a lot of like special compilation series. We do a lot of the Korean pros. So I'm trying to do a lot of the current Korean pro scene, as well as some all-time games. So I'm in the process of doing some all-time best series between Flash and Bisu, all-time best series between Jaedong and Flash, and I'll continue to work on that theme of the all-time best. And if I haven't thought of another all-timer type series to bring to you guys, I'm pretty sure I will, and I'll continue to try and expand on that theme as much as I can, with the idea to just bring you stuff that's fun, enjoyable, and interesting to watch. And it's a combination of new and old, just to always keep the creative juices flowing. The one thing that's coming along pretty nicely, and I think people are enjoying, is every Wednesday and Saturday we're doing a cheese game. And I think those are doing pretty well and people are enjoying those. So very much just a place to come hang out with me, enjoy my silky smooth South African accent. We do some variety content, we have some fun, we enjoy some Broodwar. I mean, why not, And that's what we're all about here. So we've been enjoying an unbelievable surge in growth, both in views and in subscriptions. So if you'd like to subscribe to the channel to be notified when new uploads come around, that'd be awesome. It'll help me achieve my goal of getting to 1,000 subs. And yeah, you get notified when new videos are coming up, which is pretty handy dandy because I'm posting now each and every day. So that is pretty much all the plugging I have the energy for. And then of course, please hit the like button because it does help with discovery, pushes out to other people. And you won't believe it, right? Like, you'll feel like you're showing up every day. So surely everybody who wants to have seen your content would have had it recommended to them. And I can tell you, almost daily I get messages on the channel, dude, just discovered your stuff for the very first time today, love your channel, subscribed. Not obviously every single time does that happen. Sometimes I'll go, oh my god bro, this guy was trash. But for those that did enjoy what they watched, you get those kinds of messages all the time, which does show me that there is always an opportunity for somebody else to discover me. And you, the viewer who's watching now, if you hit that like button or you engage the video, that's what's making that happen. So any feedback, any engagement, always very much appreciated. Okie dokie. So what have we had? We've had very standard opens. We had a hatchery first. We had a 2 marine expand. Artosis was working a little bit of mech into his style. I think he played mech in the previous game because these games were played back to back. Looks like he's going to go with more SK Terran style. He's got Frank the Firebat with his army today. What's up, Frank? How you doing, bro? Yeah, that way. Yeah, good job. Nice, nice. And it looks like we're going to get a little early push from RT here. And there's one sunken. There's... Where's the spire, dude? Here it is. Spire on the way. So it does feel to me like RT might actually have a bit of a timing here. And iNcontrol is going to have to respond pretty quick smart. Pretty quick smart. Does scan. Sees the second sunken coming up. The two bridges are probably a little bit of a pain. I think he's assumed that he's expanded here and he hasn't. So there we go. That was a bit futile, to say the least. And now what are you going to do? Now you're going to go home to deal with the inevitable mutas? Or what is the plan here? What the hell is this? Scanted? You're in the way, Mr. Scanted. Oh my god, he's like, where is your third base? It's a Zerg, dude. Zergs don't take a third until the mutas are out. Or at least that's the meta of today. Hydroden being made. Pretty quick Hydroden, actually. So he's got a Spire, and he's making 8 Mutalisks and a Hydroden. Getting standard Carapace. It's interesting spread of Overlords. Like, this was definitely not the time where people were scared of his body's hatchery here. That is so sneaky. I wonder if Artosis is actually going to go and find this. How far are these units away from this hatchery? There. That's the bridge between them. Looks like RT is going to go after it. Oh, come the mutas. Hi. Not too much protection. I like this bunker at the back, actually. That's pretty smart. So RT looks like he wants to push forward again. So I'm making a factory and a starport. I don't think he's scouted this hatch here, which is so hilarious. So he's convinced he's going to find a base here, and yet again he's not. This is like a clown. I think I need the clown music in the background. Just to capture the frustration. And there's just nothing here to protect these buildings. Another expansion here now, so he's taking his 4th base. And RT's been hunting for bases the entire game. And hasn't found one. Does save his factory though, and gets his starport back up and running. And this engagement, iNcontrol actually dives on here, and he loses all of his mutas. Oh no! That is not good. Suddenly RT jumps into like a 30 supply lead. And if he just knew that this base was here, he could quickly knock it over. Oh, that's one! Come on, RT! Scout, baby, scout! You've literally scouted everywhere but here. We do have some lurkers in the house, so that should be able to protect some of these outer bases from any pressure. Are we getting hive already? Where's his lair? Yeah, no, not yet. Okay. Getting a radiate. eBay. Get another eBay? Oh, let's get double upgrades. Okay, cool. Nice. Scans here. Sees all the units. Good thing he scanned, because otherwise he would have eaten some lurker spines. This is just be going around it. Bye-bye! Uh-oh. Picks off 2 lurkers here for basically nearly free. Gonna keep pressing forward. Frank the Firebat seems to get the glory there. Very nice, very nice. Scans this time, sees here. And pushes up. Oh wow. Oh my god! Oh, the lurker spine's there. More lurkers are on the way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who would want to be a medic, huh? What a lousy job. So funny. So I've been getting feedback from viewers. Please focus on where the Terran is scanning. I'm definitely working on it, and I'm starting to get it right a little bit more and more. So thanks again, guys, for valuable feedback like that, because it really does help me improve and focus on the things that you guys look for when you're watching. So just a small note, because it's something now that you can see I'm particularly dialed in on this match, because it's just so... The scanner is such a significant part of pressing positions if you're Terran, understanding where the Zerg's lurkers are, etc, etc. Is he finally going to go after the space? Because there's nothing here. I'll laugh my ass off if he never ever discovers the space. Scans down here, sees the main, sees the natural, sees the Defiler mound. Gonna probably irradiate here now. I think it's siege mode. I was just about to have it finish up. Wow. She tore through that pretty well, all things considered. So defilers are defilering. Our first Dorito clouds have arrived. Still can't believe he's gotten away with his base the whole game. It's freaking laughable. It'll be difficult to break this bridge with the Sunkens and the defilers. This base potentially more approachable. Getting plagued now as well. More lurkers. And he's gonna get ultras too. Holy crap. This game's gonna have all of it. Uh-oh, where's this happening? Must be here. Let's scan the space again. Trying to push up the hill. And we'll get up here pretty easily. Sending the one lurker. Uh-oh, it's not targeting down the lurker though. Scanned here for the first time. And Frank the Firebats are wrecking house. Beautiful. So the Defilers though on the retreat. Has seems to have taken down this lurker too. He's going to get himself a nice decent handful of drones. Going to get this hatchery as well, I think. Ultras to come here and fight. And these poor Marines are trapped in the corner. Lots of medics though. So it does get this hatch. And it is not a good time to be a medical professional, guys. 2-1 on the infantry units. Establishing this base here, which is probably the next spot that Artosis should be challenging. You can see that he did scan his army in the middle as it was on the move. And we're knocking down this spotter depot, if I could call it that. I don't really know what it is. We could call it that, I guess. Artie establishing this base, which is probably in the context of this map, a base that should be his all game. That didn't stop iNcontrol mining it for like half the game though. 5 bats holding firm for the time being. These critters would really annoy me if I was playing. So this is just scanning around the map, confirming where iNcontrol's active bases are. iNcontrol wants to try and deny this new income source. I think Otto's going to have to come and challenge these ultras across the bridge here. There's an irradiated ultra is going to cause lots of SCV pain, I would imagine. A death animation for ultras is wicked cool, man. Does tidy that up. And Artosis has pretty much controlled this game from beginning to end. It's been a pretty fun game here on Destination. Destination, a fun old map for sure. 2009, huh? Baby Tosis versus Baby Jeff. Really, really fun to watch these games. What was I doing in 2009? Finishing university. Crazy. My god, the amount of infantry units dying and how the supplies have just gone from being 40 or 50 ahead to pretty much even in one engagement. The radiators are doing good work there. Has this marine here just chilling? I will not move. Does Artosis actually have any mining bases? He's about to run out of money here. He's got this one. But iNcontrol's actually got more mining bases here. And he's been plagued. I dare say I think Artie's going to lose the game. Mining base. Mining base. Okay, nothing there. Mining base. Mining base. Yeah, there's just no way. There's just no way. He's just going to keep coming and coming and coming. And this is his only source of income. Holy crap, guys. It's just... like every fiber of my being wants him to win. He's establishing here too. This should be a Terran base. Oh my god, the dead science vessels. Lurkers diving in on top here. I think he's going to be able to take this down. But iNcontrol is countering, just going straight after the main. This feels like the campaign, where you just get inundated with jillions of freaking Zerg units. So while this might be down, he ain't gonna stop this. And lurkers and lings are gonna tidy up the balance of the army here. Got a few on the high ground that will defend and make this a very difficult spot to trade efficiently. But Artosis is on 77 supply. So it's not a matter of if, just a matter of when. And once again, the name of the game will be just to kill this last mining base. More lings on the way. More ultras. And that's that. Artosis GG's. Game ends pretty fast after the GG. But that was an insanely good game. Just a lot of ebb and flow. I think the fact that he was allowed to get away with mining the space for such a long period of time, and just wasn't able to get up a third base of his own for very long, and then eventually a fourth. So it's just a straight macro loss. Good engagement. I think Artosis got really frustrated because got out on the map pretty early, trying to deny bases. Just seemed to keep finding the wrong spot. iNcontrol had good composure, nice unit comps, got up to hive tech, used it very well. The fire play was really solid. So good play, good retro game, very, very enjoyable. If you enjoyed that, guys, thanks so much for watching. I've got a couple more retro games in my pack. And if this is the kind of stuff you enjoy seeing, I'll see if I can find any more. A lot of the other games that I have in the pack are Artosis versus less known opponents. So like I feel like Idra, Day 9 and iNcontrol were the three that you guys would all know and appreciate seeing. But some of the others, I don't know if they're that popular or you guys would care to watch those. So if you have any thoughts or you want to share any of those with me, then that would be awesome. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching and take it easy. Bye.